Hello, everyone. Welcome to Show Me the Money Club without Chris. He's on vacation. So I had two choices. Either fly solo and do like a ask me anything question or ask me anything session, or continue the streak, not break the streak, and spend about an hour or so with you folks. And more importantly, I'm going to post the link of the live stream, and so you guys can come on. So what I'm going to ask is that, though, everybody take their turn, no filibustering. Not talking about deactivations because there's nothing I can do about it, but we can talk about anything you guys want. We're gonna do like a little mini town hall kind of a thing. So there's no agenda today. Whatever you guys want, but you guys can ask me anything you want. It could be about rideshare. It could be about not politics, not religion. It could be finance. It could be whatever you guys want. So here's the link. If you guys want to come on, I'll see you in the green room. All I ask is that you're in a quiet place with a good internet reception. Otherwise, I'll boot you. Okay? So this is the dedication I have to you guys. Like, I could have been in the pool right now since LA is 100 degrees at the moment. So here's the link. Here it is. Yeah, grab the link. Come on down. And yeah. So what's going on? Ask me anything. So put it in the chat, whatever you guys want to ask me, or come on and ask me in person. Okay? So California Union's not a fan. Yeah, well, Massachusetts is going. Massachusetts is unionizing. What's up, Serge? Not much, bro. Yeah, solo today. Hold the fort down. Circle the wagons. Hold it down. And I really didn't have much to do. I had a good trading day. And obviously I finished at 1. Hello there, Todd. Hello. Okay, Sergio, can you explain how Uber handles tolls? I feel like they're taking advantage of us. Not really, no. The way Uber handles tolls is you pay and then you get reimbursed. Now, if I've heard a few times there could be shortages. You have to be on top of it, right? You have to try to go get your money. Sometimes glitches happen. And, both companies, I've heard that there are glitches, that sometimes the toll is not reimbursed. You have to chase it. That's all I can say. In Cleveland, we no longer get shown surge fares at the airport, just turn purple. Yeah, maybe there is no surge. They keep changing the color scheme constantly. They keep changing the color scheme. Okay, the chat's flying now. I need to keep pace. Oh, somebody showed up. Ken from Colorado. Ken, we're going to put Ken on because he's been dying to come on. Hello, Ken. You're muted, Ken.
Hey, how you doing, Sergio?
Good, how are you?
Good, man. I know we've been trying to hook up behind a wheel and in some other stuff.
We are going to hook up. I'm so swamped, and then with Chris not being around as well. So, but we're definitely going to hook up because what you're doing is important. I want people to understand what you're doing, and but let's not do behind the wheel today. So, but if you have anything else going, I read your comment about the Tata that you can introduce us. We do have some guests lined up coming up. So, but if I do need it, you'll be the first one to let me know how to get in touch with these people. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. One of the other things that I wanted to talk about is that, like, obviously you probably get some of my interesting tweets or that I've been sending you and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I'm also working on something. Is this, by the way, is this like broadcast to the public, or is this just how is this set
this
up?
is all public, YouTube, Twitter, everywhere. So
Got it. Okay.
if it's something you shouldn't be saying, though, I wouldn't say it.
Yeah, no. So I'm working on something and been in contact with constantly with both Len and Eric from More Perfect Union.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working on something that, if it becomes true, could be very, 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 very big, very, very detrimental. But it could be completely just me. Just it's not what I think it is. So I'm working on it. So as soon as I do, I'm going to probably hand it off to Eric at More Perfect Union, because this is something much, much bigger than I would be able to handle.
I'm assuming it's commercial insurance and regarding something like that. But
no, actually, it's something different. It's something about
okay.
Yeah, it's something about charges that shouldn't be being charged and things of that nature. So,
well, I actually, now that you are here, so folks, I am in receipt of a screen recording. It's going to be most likely published on Business Insider probably this week, because I talked to Alex Bitter yesterday. This was sent to me by a driver. His conversation with Uber support chatbot, and then looks like a human. If Chris was here, we would definitely be talking about it, because this will make headlines. I'm not going to say more than that, but what I'm going to say is I need your help to get in touch with me, preferably maybe 5-6 drivers. And as you guys know, Uber laid off 10% of their customer support workforce last week, a couple of weeks ago. And it's kind of related to that, but then once we talk about it in detail next week, you guys will see how important this could be. And so I need you to get in touch with me, Sergio at therideshareguy.com, if you're willing to participate in this little test that I'm going to run. I need about 5-6 drivers, so maybe Ken will do it as well. And so it's important that you guys get in touch with me. So Sergio at therideshareguy.com. What I'm going to do is, once you do, please include your phone number, because it has to be, and it cannot be emailed back and forth. I'm trying to keep it under wraps, and it has to be over the phone. So please include your cell number, and I will get in touch with you. About 5 or 6 drivers. So there's plenty of you here. If you're interested, please get in touch with me, Sergio at therideshareguy.com. So
yeah, I'm definitely down for anything.
Okay, yeah, you will see what it is, and yeah, that's all I can say. I can't say more than that. But next week, if you guys tune in, you guys will see the details, because by then the Business Insider piece should be running already. So yeah, I need your help, Sergio at therideshareguy.com, and we're going to hopefully dig deep in this. This is nothing to do with commercial insurance. It's nothing to do with that. So you guys know, it's not really that complicated of a situation, but I need drivers. I don't need riders. I need drivers that are willing to do this operation. I would call it an operation, actually. So that's where we are. And if you email me, please include your phone number. So you're in Colorado, right, Ken?
Yep.
You guys have a co-op going on. I mean, we'll do this behind the wheel, but I just want you to, about 30 seconds, talk about what you guys have been doing in Colorado, and then I'll say goodbye.
Yeah. So the Drivers Co-op in Colorado, we kind of relaunched. We originally started about 2 years ago, but we relaunched our app with Tada. So Tada is actually our backbone. We help bring them to the United States, and now they're expanding. But we relaunched about a year ago, and it's a slow burn, but we've had back to back record months. March, April, May, June, or actually, I'm sorry, May, June, and July were all record months. So we've got about 30,000 downloads, passenger downloads. We've got about 1,500 drivers, which actually makes us the second largest cooperative of any kind in the United States. So, and obviously they're made of drivers. So it's like not only herding cats, but, herding drivers is like herding cats, but it's like herding cats inside of a dog park. So it is quite the challenge, but we're really excited about the future. Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk in detail about that and all the things you're working on. I appreciate you coming on. If it's not, let me see, what's today, Tuesday? we may be able to swing it for next week to release your behind the wheel next week, because Chris is not coming back until the weekend. And then when he comes back, because he does all the editing and posting and all that stuff. So we'll see. But stay tuned. Stay tuned. Yeah.
How do you let him take a vacation? I don't understand.
Yeah, how dare, right? I mean, he's got 3 kids, and I got kids. Mine are grown up.
Have internet? Come on.
Yeah, I mean, I told them that. I go, why don't you do it on your phone? I mean, why are we losing the streak? I mean, we're on a roll. This would have been 219, but I think I've done a couple of these before. One time he was really sick with COVID or something, and people like these things. People like the more intimate thing that they just kind of ask me whatever they want, or they come on and tell me about their gripes and whatever they have. So I like doing these things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, good to see you. Good for you to come on, and we'll be in touch. So if you do email me, okay, folks, email me, say, Sergio, I'm interested in the project. Here's my cell number. That's all I need. And then I will return the call and then explain to you guys what it is. And maybe you guys will want to participate, or maybe you guys don't want to participate. I mean, I don't know. So I need like 5, 6, 7 drivers. I think it could be done, but we'll see. All right.
Sweet. Thanks.
All right. Thanks, Ken. All right. So let's look at some questions. There's the chat's flying. I haven't caught up to any of this stuff. My God. Okay, hold on. Okay, we talked about that. What's up here in Florida? All trips are under 90 cents a mile. Yeah, well, maybe plan B, my man. I mean, I don't want to say stuff like that, but then reality is reality. In Cleveland, okay. Maybe there is no surge because the color scheme changes on the app all the time, and then maybe there's a back-end surge. I don't know. I'm not sure they ever paid for tolls. If you're taking a toll road to go to a pickup, I don't think they ever paid. And Lyft pays? Keep it quiet then, because I don't think they're supposed to. I don't think they're supposed to, unless I'm wrong. Merhaba, Sergio. Well, merhaba. Para vakber. Sergio is a legend, man. Yeah, I don't know about the legend. I had a good trading day, though. But my little Robinhood account, if you guys are checking, go to the community page on my YouTube channel. It's up 235% this year. How do you guys like them apples? I'm trying to teach you guys not about rideshare, but also investing and long-term investing and saving money, having a rainy day fund, all these things. So, yeah, I'm trying. I am trying. And don't ever any of you tell me, oh, Serge, I'm broke. I'm like, nope. There are a lot of drivers doing an extra trip and putting it into some sort of a account and investing long-term. Uber in Florida sucks bad. Yeah. Well, also it's summer and a lot of people probably are somewhere else. Greeting Diva Meister. MJ Smith Group is here as usual. Uber's definitely hiding, no showing surge driver in my market. That's something new. You guys need to send me some screenshots of that. So hiding for the driver, you mean? You mean surge is showing, but the dollar numbers are not showing? Is that what you're saying? That's new. Okay, send me some screenshots. I mean, that's all I can do. Let me see. I haven't seen it. Well, talk to the Atlanta Superman. He grosses like 14 to 15K a month. Well, but he drives XL. What is for Uber? What's the best way consistently net? So net, that means you need to gross 450 a day. It's about 25-30%, depending on what kind of car you drive, is going to go to your expenses, depreciation, gas, insurance, all that stuff. That's a tough ask, bro, because if you're on a 12-hour clock, you got to average $30 net. That means 35 net, 35 gross. Yeah, that's a tough ask, especially in Atlanta. Atlanta is not one of the better markets. But if you were in Boston or something, I go like, yeah, it's doable. But then what you have to do is you have to figure it out. I mean, every city has a different rhythm, right? You need to figure out, maybe do a double shift, maybe you have to work. I mean, you have to put the 12 hours in. There's no way if you're not driving X, that's a different story. But if you're driving, I would highly recommend you drive both Uber and Lyft and take your pick. And, you have to figure out your hotspots. You have to figure out your airport rides, early morning scheduled trips. You have to figure all this out. You have to try and error. There's no one size fits all. Every city is different. You can't just say whatever works in LA or Boston or in Denver works in Atlanta. Well, we do have an Atlanta Superman, which we talked about last week. He's an animal. He's grossing like $15K a month. No joke. Can anyone help me with my checker background check is making months in Los Angeles? Well, they have a portal, right? Number one, they have a customer service support department. You may have a hang up because, so I'm getting a lot of these emails because Uber changed the background check from just 7 years, and in the last state you're in, to a lifetime, literally 99-year background check. If you have some stuff in your history, accidents, other things, criminal record, even if you move cities or states, it's going to follow you now. And unfortunately, if you do have a hang-up, I don't know who you are, but if you do have a hang-up, it's going to take a while to get that cleared up. But I would definitely get in touch with Checker and go to their portal and find out what's going on, especially if you move cities or states. You may have a problem there. I don't know your individual, and don't know you individually, but you may have a problem there. Smoke Man here in Florida. That's gross. That's gross. Gross and gross. Yeah, that's gross. Okay, why are you doing it? Well, just go get a job somewhere else, man. $20 an hour. I mean, I'm serious. I mean, I don't want to really be disrespectful, but a lot of you are saying this, and then you guys keep doing it. The first thing you do the next morning is turn the app on. I mean, are you only good for rideshare? I don't think you guys are. I think you guys are better than just sitting in your car and making nothing, because after expenses, what are you left with? Doesn't make sense. Received an email from Lyft warning me of we're working on that. They're doing two things. Not only they're doing the extending rides, but they're also although the driver is on his way to pick up, they're going to taking too long and canceling the trip and giving it to some other driver, although the driver had driven like 4 or 5 minutes in that direction. So their algo is really, really struggling with that, but they know about it and they're working on it. Yeah, well, that's okay. Don't worry about it. The Lyft is really good with passive aggressive emails. Smoke Man drive 4 to 9 a.m. and from. Okay. Yeah, I would agree with that. Are you entering the Atlanta driver? Yeah, I agree with that. And in between, maybe do some deliveries, Uber Eats. They're good. The tips are good on those things, man. You guys can, make some extra money. I mean, you gotta utilize your hours while you're out there. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Steve. Smack that like. That's right. You guys want to come on? You want to come on, Steve? Okay, let me post the link again. Here's the link if you guys want to come on. I asked that you're in a quiet place like Ken was, with good internet reception. Here's the link. Here it is. Hi, Guy. Hello. Okay, I'm going through each comment. So, yeah, over the weekend in Chicago was zero surge with some stupid purple at the end. Yeah, that's okay. Well, you guys send me some screenshots. I don't know what you guys talking about. It's the first time I'm hearing it. Or send me like a short screen recording. So, are you saying that you guys are saying that the colors are changing? It should be surge, but the dollar amounts are not showing. Is that what's happening? That's interesting. Okay, send me some screenshots. Sergio at therideshareguy.com. For unions, do you feel some rideshare issues? They should be lobbying lawmakers to make laws. Some should be lawsuits over existing laws, and other handled through individual company contracts. Yeah, it's a tough question. You're in Massachusetts. You should know better. Now you guys have a union. Yeah, I don't know the legalities of what kind of union it is or who's representing the rideshare drivers in Massachusetts. But the truth is, 80%, I think, we do our surveys, 80% of drivers want to stay independent contractors. They don't want to be part of a union. So, yeah. Because, no, man, he's not deserving. He deserves a vacation for sure. This is not easy, bro, what we're doing. Seriously. Week after week after week, it kind of burns out. What's happening with my, god damn. I'm so far behind on comments. Okay, hold on a second. Okay. Boston Sean. What's still behind the wheel? 9-year driver in an XL vehicle in 2 different markets. Oh, okay. Email me, Sergio at therideshareguy.com. We don't have a Boston Ironman. Are you grossing $12,000 a month? He's been doing it for 5 years. Not seriously. 3K a week, week after week after week. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Good for Lyft then. Well, keep it quiet because they probably won't if they figure Uber is not paying for it. Okay. I didn't know that. Both shave tolls, but it's pennies. Yeah. I mean, you got to pick your battles when it comes to chasing your dollars. You know what I mean? You got it. Hello there. No, sir. We're all friends. I mean, I'm probably older than you, but you don't need to call me sir. Rose, pay me tolls, yeah. I mean, once in a while. Okay, you guys have to figure this out. Seriously. I understand all these little things, and it means the world to you. To each driver, their own problem means the world to them. But what it is that, again, this is not defending Uber by any means, but Uber does 1.5 million trips every hour. Every hour. Okay? You guys cannot just say that, oh, it's a technology company, they should not have any glitches and this and that. Every company has glitches. Walmart has glitches. Target has glitches. Every big company has glitches. I mean, they do 1.5 million transactions per hour. Every hour, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And sometimes I wonder the shit works as well as it does, right? Imagine all those drivers doing all those trips every hour, how many toll bridges the system has to keep, track of, and how many reimbursements it's going to do. It's like, think about it. Think about the scale. It's incredible. It really is the scale of the business. Uber earnings tomorrow morning. I'll be listening to Dara. Sergio, why don't we make our own app? I know we always talk about hard something, but okay. So if you, Greg app, if you have a couple to $3 billion sitting somewhere, look, I tried with Y-Ride. We launched. We were doing well. I tried with InDrive. It's very, very difficult, my man. It's very difficult to break into that game, okay? Because acquisition of the customer is the most important thing. Drivers are easy to get, but then drivers are not going to so when you turn the app on Uber and Lyft, you get a hit immediately, literally, any time of the day, right? If you creating the app is not a problem. I did it with Y-Ride. We launched in San Francisco, got 6,000 drivers. But then the riders, the question to ask to you is, why should the rider pick you over Uber, right? Okay, it's cheaper. Okay, drivers make more. Okay. My point in all of this is the acquisition of the customer, because what Uber and Lyft will do is they will come undercut you. Because they have such deep pockets, they will lose money on every trip until they kill you. And unless you have the power of $3 billion laying around, you want to put it on fire. It's difficult, man. It's difficult. I've tried. Trust me, I've tried. It's really, really difficult. Oh, I see 2 people. Hold on a second. Let me answer a couple more questions and we get Josh back on. Okay. That's right. You're the NFL sniper, search sniper. You think they're going to give you that $20 again or $10, whatever it was? You think they're going to give you that bonus again? I don't know. I'm sick and tired of oversending reservation calls regularly. Yeah. Well, what happens is that the driver gets the call, or like, let's say a driver reserves the trip and puts it in their pocket, and then they don't do it. Well, do you think Uber is going to lose that reservation? Because they make good money on reservations. So do drivers. So the driver cancels. That driver will be in reservation jail, but then the customer needs to get picked up. So what do? They ping you as a regular, as a regular exclusive. It says reservation, but they ping you. And do they lower the price? I don't know. I'm pretty sure they do. So yeah, but what are you going to do? I mean, they have to do the business. They have to squeeze as many trips as possible. How do you think they do 1.5 million trips an hour? Yeah, if I already have an existing IRA and old job, can I make weekly deposits? You should have a Roth IRA as opposed to regular IRA, and or a SEP IRA. Then you can do it as an independent contractor. You can convert your IRA into a Roth IRA very easily. There's no penalties or anything like that. What do you know about wait timer issue? Yep, I heard about it. We worked on it. It kind of went away, and then supposedly the wait timer is not starting when you guys get there. We know about it. Again, scale. So, okay, cool. All right, let me answer a couple more questions and then put these people on. No dollar number just turns purple. Yeah, okay, you guys all of you are saying that. I'm sure you're all in different cities. Send me some screenshots. Let me see what this is. I don't know. It's the first time I'm hearing it. I'm surprised that you guys haven't emailed me already. Because I usually get the email immediately. Is this something new or whatever? Send me some screenshots. Like, okay, Serge, look at this. It's turning purple, which is the surge color, but there is no surge. I don't know. Just send it to me so I can send it to them. That's all I can do. Open again my account, please. I know. There's nothing I can do about any of that. Open again my account, please. I have no power, my man. I'm sorry. I wish I could. I get emails like this, 30 of them a week. It breaks my heart, but there's not much I can do about it. Sergio, about Surge, it's screenshots. You can just tell that some rides are paying Surge. Yeah, there is that hidden surge. I know about that. Because when the trip comes in, you've done that trip already, that distance, you kind of know that, okay, you always pays 20, but then this comes in at 30. You know there's a hidden surge. So that's why it makes it more important for you to digest that pain, because there's a hidden surge. Yeah, I understand, but at least study the screen. Don't get pissed off until it's fixed. Don't get pissed off because they're not showing the numbers and it's turning purple. If the trip is coming in with surge, then fine. I don't see any problem with that until it's fixed. Again, I'm not defending them. It's a huge system, folks. Shit happens. Last question. Yeah, they started hiding the dollar amount. So this is basically at the airports mostly? Is that what you guys are saying, or is it happening in the city as well? Okay, well, send me some screenshots. Let me talk to them, and hopefully we'll fix it. Josh, what's up?
Hey, Sergio. So I did the video with you some time back about getting the free degree from ASU.
Yeah.
And just a couple of updates. One is at the time I should have added and created an email just for that video.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to offer it now if there's a way to do it. If anybody wants to help in getting their free degree from ASU, I want to be there to help them. So
Okay.
You let me know if you want, how you want me to do that, if you agree with that idea.
The numbers are very small, I know that, but if there is an audience member or a relative, did they stop the relatives part, or is the relatives are still good?
From what I haven't heard that they stopped it.
Okay. So Uber through Arizona State University online offers you free education, folks. And I think you have to be gold, right? You have to be gold?
Yeah. That is the one downside, is that you have to be more picky. You have to be less picky choosing your rides because you need to stay gold. I think
gold is not that difficult. Right? If you'd said like diamond or something, then it'd be difficult. But it used to be not gold. It used to be just open, and then now they moved it to gold. And they obviously always, right, moved the bar. you know. So if you guys, any of you watching now or watching later, interested, so what we can do, Josh, is you can send me a fresh email. And if I do get a request from a viewer now or later, I'll keep it in my database, and then I'll forward you the email, and then you guys get in touch, and you can help them out that way. Very honorable thing to do. Thank you. We appreciate it.
I have one other idea.
Mhm.
What I'd like to do is create a video,
Mhm.
like for YouTube, of how steps on how somebody can sign up, showing them all the screenshots of step 1, step 2, also showing them, the requirements from Uber, all the rules and whatnot, going into the legal agreement that you have with Uber, showing them exactly these are the rules that you're required to abide by, whatever.
Yeah, you can do a screen recording of the part that, like, you have to do this, you have to do that on your app maybe, and put it in Google Drive and send it to us, and then we'll be happy to put it on. I mean,
yeah. And then
if you want to be on camera yourself too, we have no opposition to that. So
yeah, what I'll do is I'll create this video. I'll put my email, in the link or whatever, and then you guys can share it on your channel. Because
we'll put it on the channel, and then look, man. I mean, I'm all for that, and I think that's one of the things that Uber does really, really well. And I'm very discouraged, or actually surprised, that more people don't take advantage of it, because I think it's like a tiny, tiny, minuscule number. And if you have a loved one, if you have a daughter, whatever, and if you're a driver, you may be old, you don't need a degree, but maybe they are interested in an online degree. Uber is paying for it. I mean, I don't know why more people don't do it. I honestly don't know. But yeah, good idea. Do the video, send it to us, send it to me, put it in Google Drive. I'm sure it's going to be a longish kind of video. So put it on Google Drive, share it with me, and then I'll get in touch. Obviously, I'll send it to Chris, and we don't edit it. We're not going to do anything. It's just basically how to, let's say, video kind of a thing, right?
Exactly. Just no real legal thing. Just here's what I did. Here's this screenshot. Yeah, exactly what you imagine.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that would be great.
Yeah. And you know what? Every time I take an Uber, I always ask the driver, "Hey, do you know about this program?" And
they don't.
Right. So what I found out is a lot of the people don't look into the bonuses you get, and and then the people that do, they just think like, oh, it's like this kind of a gimmick, just like they have some of those are gimmicky, like the turbo tax or
yeah.
I never
that's
seen
the reputation, but that's the reputation Uber has, right? First of all, Uber should advertise this themselves, okay, properly. They don't, number one. Number two, they're very happy putting the people on who have graduated, right? But then once in a while, once a year, they do that, and then they go away. And the other thing is, as you know, there's no trust from the driver community to any rideshare company. When they offer something, first thought that goes through a driver's head is, what's the catch? What's the gimmick? There must be something. We don't trust. We don't know. So it's Uber's problem, right? The perception problem is Uber's problem. And then they're never going to get over that. I mean, it's so horrible at the moment, and it's been horrible, and it's gone worse, that the perception is reality in a lot of drivers' cases. And they don't trust the company. And they think, they just say it's free, but then they'll send me a bill or something. I don't, I don't even know how they think. Folks, it's free. Truly, it's free. So do that video, send it to me, and we'll be happy to put it on.
And just a little teaser of, just to give people a little evidence why we know it's real, is two things. One is every year Uber actually holds a graduation for students at ASU, a special graduation in a pretty decent sized room. Families come and everything. So this is a real graduation. People are really graduating. Secondly, I think I'll also add Starbucks has a similar program, but Starbucks has a lot more students. I think the reason is because if you walk into a Starbucks, it's all like young people around college, mostly young people around college age. And in my experience with Uber, it's been more retiree age. And so they might not be interested in a college degree. But I've said to them, well, what about your grandchild? Or, so, and then the second thing is I'll pull up right now, I'll pull up my bill for, okay. So actually I won't pull it up, but just to save time, but
no, just all this stuff you're saying, I think we should do it in the video, right? Just sit in front of the camera and then talk about it.
Yeah.
show some screenshots or screen record the process of application, and like it's easy, folks. Take advantage of it, kind of a thing. It's like yours will be like a PSA, right? Public service
Exactly.
announcement for Uber, and Uber should be happy. In fact, I'll tell Uber too. I go, hey man, look, why don't you guys do something like this? And we'll see what they say. But we have no problem putting that video on, so it should be good.
Unrelated to that, if you're interested, I have a little information on doing Uber Eats with an electric bike.
Okay.
And then I have a little information on what the market is like in Phoenix doing Uber Eats on a bike.
Uber Eats in summer on an electric bike, bro. You
Well,
must.
not summer, but I don't know if this has been. Do you want me to talk about the bike thing?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay. Just quickly. So I bought an electric bike, and I go to school here at Tempe, ASU, and so it's easy because there's a lot of students in the community. It's a city sort of a thing, and so you can just go, zip. You could do a mile pickup, so to speak, a mile drop off, and a few months ago they started offering. I was making $10 or $15 per delivery when they were offering these big quests.
Yeah.
So now summer, it's really gone down because the students have left.
Yeah.
So I wonder if it's going to pick up again in the fall in about a month, but
possibly. We'll
have to see. But so right now the quests are like $300, let's just say, if you do 100. But if you do 100 deliveries over a weekend,
but it's tough.
In this heat, it's impossible.
Yeah.
But during the regular school year, it was easy for me to go to school during the week, and then on the weekend just do 100 over the weekend, and I make all my money. I'm making $1,000 for a weekend
on a bike. On top of that, with no cost, pretty much, right?
No cost. So,
awesome.
in the beginning when they were first offering it, I was making more than 1,000, maybe 12 or 1,400, for 100 deliveries in a weekend. So,
well, look, you figured it out. You're keeping your gold status. Are you still using ASU's online program or no?
Yes, I still am. Yes.
Okay, cool. Well, good to see you. Do that video. Send it to me.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. Thank you so much, Sergio, and we'll be in touch.
Okay,
bye.
All right, take care. Be well. Did you want to come on again, or you're just watching?
Just watching.
Oh, okay, cool. That's a lot of pressure. In net, no, he said net 350, 450 gross probably. That's a lot. That's that's tough not to crack, especially in summer without schools and stuff. All these companies are like crabs in a bucket. They don't know how to price the chips. Mr. Gambit, tomorrow is the earning day. Trust me, they know how to price it. Trust me, they know how to price shit. Guaranteed. So again, if you guys are tuning in now, I need 5, 6, 7 drivers to email me with their phone numbers. I have a project that I would like to. It's imminent. I want to do this very shortly. Before I will talk to you guys. I will call you guys. So send me your phone number. Maybe a few different cities, and I'm in receipt of something that I need to follow up. And we would have talked about it in detail today if Chris was here, but since we're not doing any topics, I would like to do this test. So email me with your phone number. I will get in touch with you. Really? I wouldn't put that behind Uber. There you go. Boom. Anyways, to skin a cat. Uber unknown destination offer. What do you mean? I don't know what that means. I may have missed it, but the categories for Uber and Lyft as Raphael in Boston. Uber X and Standard. No, not even Comfort. And Atlanta Ironman is XL only. So he has a leg up. Ironman, Boston Ironman for me is still the Ironman. It's consistent 3K a week. Good, bad, sideways. He hits it hard. Yes, he does work 75, 80 hours a week. But he has a wife, he has a kid, he takes vacations all the time. Colorado rocks, yes. If you say so, I believe you. Mr. Gambit 2000, you just found out what. You guys have a sense of humor, at least. If anyone was getting free college degree. Yes, that was Josh. So he's going to do a video, send it to us. Matt, what's going on, my man? Matt knows about this. He's going to be part of this. But Matt cannot come on. So let me post the link one more time if anybody wants to come on. Show your face. All I'm asking that you're in a quiet place with good internet reception. Please. There's the link. If you guys want to grab it and come on, you're more than welcome to do so for the next, I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes, whatever. Okay. Nope, I'm seeing more and more of the market share drift away when taxis empty out and no more taxis are left at LAX. Yeah, because taxis are freaking cheaper now than Uber. That's why. Believe it or not. Yeah, well, you're welcome. Absolutely. I wanted to do it. I mean, I'm like, I'm not bored. I could have done other things. Oh, I'm way behind. That's Josh. No, okay, you joined already. Yeah, comments are, I'm so far behind on comments. Holy shit. Oh my God. Boston Sean. I started in Boston. Now I'm doing in Myrtle Beach. Doing 8 to 10K a month, 5 to 6 days a week, 8 to 10 hours a day. Good work, man. Good work. Send me some of those earning screenshots. Because you know what we say, Boston Sean? If there's no screenshot, it never happened. Okay, cool. But in Boston, the pace guarantee, no, not that high. Not that high. Let's not go crazy. Not 38 to 42. I think it's 30. Well, if you accept every chip, but then here's Matt is in Boston and he doesn't, he accepts maybe 2 out of 10 and he earns more than the minimum. So you don't need to get stuck with the minimum. Although if you're going to just turn the app on and take every chip, yeah, you will get, I think, $35 or $36, something like that. Not 38 to 42. Let's not go crazy. Okay. Okay. Hey, there you go. Everybody's hustling. Customer sales. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to acquire riders. It's tough and it's expensive. Very, very, very expensive. Myrtle Beach, yeah, Myrtle Beach is a good time now. Summer, right? Actually, Myrtle Beach is not totally seasonal. You know, Myrtle Beach. Actually, I was in Kiowa Island like a few years ago. It was hot as shit in July, humid and hot. I'm in Los Angeles. I don't know where everybody else is at. That's Sergio. Last weekend scammers. Oh shit! Here we go again. Okay, last weekend scammers targeted me second time. I started with Uber last fall. Okay. And hopefully you didn't fall for it. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Please tell me you didn't fall for it. Yeah, fucking scammers. What can you do? I mean, yeah, what you can do is don't answer the phone. Don't believe their bullshit. That's what I'm saying. Hello, Sergio. Hello. You're quite right. Riders are creatures of habit. Yeah, absolutely. Well, Chicago is trying to unionize. Boston unionized. There's movement in California to unionize, but I don't know what depth is going to be, and I don't know what kind of traction it's going to have. You guys are thinking like the pure old style Ford GM kind of a union, Teamsters, and that kind of thing. Washington State did it right. They got the backing of Teamsters, and they put Uber and Lyft on the table. The goal is to bring them to the table. Once you bring them to the table and you have some good backing, and Portland is doing it. I just had a good conversation with the Portland Drivers Union. They're working on some good stuff. It takes time. You got to be persistent. You got to just stay the course because they're strong. They're going to try to undercut you. I just came into 50K. I've seen what you can do. Can you help me? Not sure what that means. I don't do investing advice, but you're more than welcome to join my Discord, and you will be definitely learning. So I don't do investing for other people. I don't give advice. First, go to my website, www.sergioavadian.com, and subscribe to the free newsletter. And then I have a free Discord channel. It's called the Trading Desk. If you want to learn, you learn. It's up to you. Please hold on to that money. Please don't go blow it. Okay? Yeah. Don't listen to the internet because people think trading is a quick get-rich-quick scheme. It's not. You will lose that money. Wondering what happened with the favorite driver. I've been getting complaints from customers. They took it away, right? Yeah. Well, I think Lyft has it. Uber took it away. Doesn't Lyft still have the preferred driver? I think they do. People are not people favor me. Yeah, I think that's a great idea, but I don't know. Well, there's a reason the companies don't do it. The reason I think is they think you're poaching, right? And a lot of drivers do poach, by the way. Do off the books kind of trips, that kind of thing, which Uber and Lyft don't want you to do. Plus, it's against the TOS. You know what I mean? Yeah. I tried to reach Uber while the ride was still active, but they couldn't. Don't reach anyone. Don't answer the phone. They'll call you and say customers are going to complain, or they'll say you're going to pick up a VIP. We're going to cancel the trip. You're going to make an extra $100. In order for your service, we're going to send you some money. Give me your account number. Please don't. None of that. Don't even answer the phone. Don't get in touch with Uber. Don't do anything. Just ignore it, right? Otherwise, they're going to clean you out, and they will. CLU says we need a way to say no. Offer trips that will include a toll without reimbursements. Well, then you're gonna, if you want to get there 10 minutes early. Okay, since they don't pay, Uber doesn't pay for tolls on the pickup, then you have to go that route. Sorry. Smack that like. It's free. That's right, Steve. Tell him, Steve. It's free. People don't even like free stuff these days. I don't know why. Oh, Sergio, perfect. I'll help them out, especially when they get in the room with Uber on the table. I would like to be there because they're going to bullshit their way out, try to bullshit their way out of it. I know every trick in the book. That I will do. I mean, I talked to Nicole Moore a lot, right? The Rideshare Drivers Union. Again, the union that you guys are thinking is not your typical union, right? It's not going to be like that. So, and I don't know, there's so many thresholds to jump through to get to a union. And our driver's going to go for it is the question. Yeah. Because then, see, once you unionize, Uber may put schedules on you guys, right? Because right now you can turn the app on and go whenever, wherever. It may not be like that. Uber may be, scheduling you guys, all that stuff. So you guys got to think a little deeper than that. Just say, oh, I want a union. I'm going to get paid and do this and that. It's not that easy. It's active most of the time, other than half hour. Okay, are you the Atlanta driver? Yeah, okay. All right, I got 2 guests. Okay, chat's flying. I can't help that one. There's Todd from Massachusetts. And there's, oh no, he put his face on the channel. Oh, he's hiding on the other side though. Todd, what's going on? You guys are both Massachusetts drivers, so what's happening?
So I wanted to point out some of the things about the union here in Massachusetts.
Okay.
You are right in that it's not a traditional union. All the members are allowed to stay as independent contractors. We're not employees of the companies. There's no union dues due by the drivers. It's funded primarily through Uber, Lyft, and the other rideshare companies that are in the state.
Mm-hmm.
The other things about it so far from what I've seen, unfortunately, I haven't been able to get to like any of their rallies or anything like that just because of my location down on Cape Cod.
Mm-hmm.
But my only complaint with them right now is kind of a lack of communication. They'll send out like the occasional email to us doing like, yay, join us for this. We got this going on. But they're not actually saying anything about any real plans in any way. Sorry about that. And in that regard, kind of communication is one way with them. I'd like them to at least add, say, a message forum for the drivers so we could all voice our opinions and have some idea that maybe we're getting heard even if they're ignoring what they're reading.
Which union is representing you guys?
It's the App Drivers Union.
Okay. Yeah, man. I mean, look,
they're tied in with SEIU.
Are they? Okay. There's Matt from Boston. What's up, Matt? What's going on?
Yeah, Todd's right, and that's my big complaint through the whole process. They never gave us any plans. They just wanted us to sign the cards, which is fine, but they don't seem to, at least as of yet, they don't want any feedback beyond anonymous surveys. I think the drivers forum would be a great idea, but it makes me think that they don't want to hear from drivers. And the big issue for them seems to be unfair deactivation, which, okay, that's an important one, I would guess. But, there's a lot of other issues. And, they definitely need to get some feedback, because I could rattle off a dozen right off the top of my head that are top priorities.
Yeah, some of them are violations of existing state law.
Well, what happens
Some of
when
them
you guys
are
try to get in
some
touch
other
with these people?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I got.
Is there like a, because
they have like an email address you can reach out to, but you never get a response out of it.
no, but is there, okay, like in California, like there are certain thresholds that you have to reach before you can unionize. I'm assuming in Boston or in Massachusetts that already happened. You guys have reached those thresholds?
The state certified us back on July 4th.
March. Oh, yeah. Well, but they got another certification earlier this year, right?
Yeah, the first certification was that there was enough drivers signed on that they could request the contact for all of the drivers to be able to get to the what is it, like a 15% threshold to actually get ratified as a union in the state.
Okay. So other than
And that happened July 4th.
Other than unjust deactivation, what's on their agenda? I mean, you guys already have the minimum, right? State minimum.
So their questions were from the survey they last sent out, because the negotiations started from July 4th. They have 6 months to come to terms with a contract before the state steps in at that point. So what I have seen so far is they are addressing pay. They have a questionnaire saying whether we should be looking at an hourly rate per mile per minute or some other model. Personally, I'm per mile per minute actually driven personally. So they're looking at pay because everyone agrees. I mean, even the state AG has come out and said that drivers are complaining that they're actually losing money under their current scheme. So it's not working. And then the other big ones is, as already mentioned, the driver deactivation process, because right now under the settlement with the AG, it is in terms of what process are the companies using? It's all internal. There is no independent third party moderating this process.
Yeah.
So that's, I think, why they're trying to bring up that one, because there's still a lot of unjust deactivation going on because of that process being entirely internal to the company. So they've got like 100% say over the whole thing.
Yeah. I mean, Boston has one of the more stricter background checks anyway. Not Boston, I keep saying Boston, Massachusetts. And with this new 99-year background check situation that's going on, I wonder how many people are getting deactivated. Not sure.
The Department of Public Works here, which is, or Public Utilities actually is what it's under, Department of Public Utilities. They are actually finalizing a rule that would extend that background check at the state level to include every other state in the country going back at least 7 years. So
Okay.
There's a bunch of hoo-ha going on about that one.
Okay. All right.
Well, I will tell you that our background check does check every state because I've lived in a few states. And that's always there's always an extra delay because like one of the states we lived in Seattle for a couple of years, and Washington State seems to be really slow on that, but they do have to check all of the states that I've lived in, and that's not just 7 years. That's the Corey background check here for Mass, which goes back indefinitely, at least 20 years.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so a lot of different states obviously are going after this unionization, thing. I wonder if you guys talk to other drivers and what their opinions are. Like, okay, well, let's take a very informal two-person survey. It's like, will you join the union, Todd?
I've already joined it, which is kind of why I know what their communications are going on with us so far.
Okay.
But from my conversation with some of my local drivers, they don't understand how the union actually works.
Yeah.
So they're just thinking it's a traditional union. They're going to become employees. They're going to get dock pay for being part of the union, and therefore don't want anything to do with it.
Yeah. I don't think too many people are. I mean, I think a lot of people are in the other drivers' shoes. Like, they don't know what it is. They hear a union, they're thinking of the traditional union that's been around for decades, obviously, right? But it's not like that. And then I don't think it's Uber's and Lyft's job to explain that. I think whichever union is backing you guys up should do a better job communicating and making this clear, because a lot of people probably will not join a union because unions have let's say, a less than stellar reputation when it comes to these kind of things. I mean, I'm for it, but I don't know. Would I join one in California?
Hey, they're having a Zoom meeting tomorrow. Maybe you could ask if you could join as a gig reporter.
Yeah, send me the link.
I think they have it pretty locked down.
Okay.
But I will send you the link.
Okay. Anything else, guys?
No, I think
I was just going to say,
what we want to talk about.
Huh?
Yeah, go ahead. I was just going to suggest to other drivers a change of topic real quick if Todd's done.
Yeah, I'm done. So I'm hopping out.
All right.
Good to see you, man.
All right, Matt.
Todd and I chat sometimes in the DMs. No, I was just going to suggest to drivers that don't sleep on deliveries and shopping. If during COVID, right, I ordered on Instacart, and I said to myself, who would ever want to shop for other people? This is horrible. Like, I felt bad for the shopper.
Mm-hmm.
And but now I'm killing it doing that. So don't sleep on it. And particularly, even I'm telling you, man, even food delivery, you can. I'm averaging about $40 an hour, and I multi-app. I use a lot of different things. But if you're a Boston area driver and you want to try DoorDash, you've never signed up, reach out to me on X, and I'll send you a link. They've got a really good sign-on bonus right now, and I'll coach you through how to get it quick and then how to be really profitable afterwards too. So.
Okay, sounds good. And Matt and Lynn and I don't know who else is doing it now. They do every Monday. They at 4 p.m. Is it 4 p.m.? Yeah, 4 p.m. Pacific. They're on X. They do spaces on X. It's called Coast to Coast. You guys can go get in touch with them there as well. And Boston Drives is Matt's X address, right, Matt?
Yes, I think it should be on the screen right now. Boston _ drives.
At Boston Drives, just like the way you see it. You guys can get in touch with Matt through X, but Matt is one of the people that I trust, and he knows exactly what the hell he's doing. So if you're interested in doing deliveries, I mean, a lot of drivers, as you know, Matt, they just only do rideshare because they don't want it. And all I can say is you guys are missing out for sure. So
shopping is saving me right now, and there's a few different strategies you can use, but you got to find out what works in your market and test some things out. But I operate in banger only mode. And so, like yesterday, I did one, it was about an hour long shop and 2 deliveries, and I made $85.
There you go.
Grossed $85, $50 in tips. So the money's out there. You got to try to extract it from each app. And when you have 5 or 6 apps that you're active on, you're increasing your possibility of getting a banger at any given time. And when you've got one on, you're at their mercy. So you got to give yourself options.
I actually wrote an article about that this month for RSG's newsletter, and I wrote one for Mistro last couple of weeks ago. So I'm their writer now as well. Long story short, I had a saying, even if I had only 2 apps, and I still say it: your time is for sale to the highest bidder, folks. Okay, don't you ever
100%,
think any other way.
100%.
And you're selling
You're
your
not at
time.
their mercy.
You're selling your time. Might as well sell it to the highest bidder. Okay, because they're bidding for your time.
And listen, in most cases, with the exception of the ASU guy, right? That's a legitimate use of the high acceptance rate. But the acceptance rate, they try to guilt you and get you thinking about keeping your acceptance rate high to be at a certain level or get a 5% bump. The acceptance rate is not on the driver. The acceptance rate is a metric of how good of an offer they're sending you. It's the good offer rating, okay? And so, for example, on Uber, right now I'm under 10%. I'm pretty much stay under 10%. It's not because I want to. It's because they don't send good enough offers. If they sent good enough offers, my quote unquote acceptance rate would go higher. So stop thinking of it as an acceptance rate, like something you're doing wrong, and think of it as a good offer rating. Like they're not, if your rating is 75%, then they better be sending you good 75% good offers. Otherwise, you're accepting offers that are losing money. So,
well, they're not going to. And the other thing is, if you're dealing with 5, 6, 7 apps, okay, and let's assume they send you a couple of offers an hour each one. Well, the math works this way. So that's 14 offers in an hour. One is bound to be a really, really good offer out of 14, which is about 6, 7%. Okay. And that's your acceptance rate. And you just take that one. That's
100%. 100%. And here's the other thing. People sometimes fall into this fallacy of staying busy. And you can take this too far. But if you're on a bad offer, you can't get a good offer. See, I'm getting one right now for 17 minutes for $9 on Uber.
Yeah, well, that's called opportunity cost.
I don't like where it's going.
Okay, well, it's called called opportunity.
Yeah, exactly. Cost. That's exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. And I just dumb it down to make it a little bit more universal, but that's exactly what it is. And when you're on when you take, you want to think of the clock. You want to think of the clock as like a bullseye. And so if you're, let's just say you start a shift at the top of the hour and you're online for that hour, you're going to get, you can't get a good offer if you're on an offer, right? So you want to increase the likelihood during that hour that you're going to get good offers. There's a guy on YouTube, his name is Dashing Trader. He's not for everyone. He's a different kind of character, but search for his $30 an hour DoorDash video. He will show you through an hour the offers he declines. He's in St. Louis, and the offers that he accepts. And you can see that he turns down some terrible offers, but he also turns down some pretty good offers. And but in the end, over that course of that hour, he makes $30. And if he's on one of those little, $5 2.7 mile ones that are 15 minutes long, he's not going to make the $30. So the math is there. You feel like you're missing out. You feel like I might as well take this, so I'm not just sitting here. At least I'm making something. Wrong.
That's
3 minutes later. I proved this over and over again. Even just today. They sent me one, and I'm looking at it, I was thinking about it, but then I'm like, I have to remind myself too, because you think to yourself, $13.75 for 18 minutes, but I always also have to add time to that because it's not just, they underestimate how long it's going to take. Yeah. So, and I declined that, and then boom, $20 comes in for the same amount. It was actually less miles and fewer items. So boom, I mean, over and over again, look, DoorDash, all these apps are going to send offers to the drivers who are available and nearby. And if I love all the platinum drivers on DoorDash because they're on terrible offers, and that leaves me available for the good offers.
For
And
sure.
I'm in
Yeah.
banger only mode. So
I mean, the math is simple. Like I said it before I'll let you go. If you're on 5-6 apps, they on average send you a couple of orders an hour. That's 10, 12, 14 offers an hour. One out of those 14 is going to be a banger. You take that one, and then that comes to that exactly matches your 7 to 10% acceptance rate because you accepted 1 out of 14. That's 7%. So, yeah. But then, unfortunately, Todd, I mean, Matt, we as much as we say, cherry picking is the wrong word. It's called opportunistic, right? You have to just have a business mind to say, and not get into FOMO, right? Oh my God, what if they don't send me another offer? What if they throttle me? Okay, well, you have 6 apps, 5 apps. That's why you have 5 apps. Yeah, okay, Uber throttles you for half an hour. Okay, big fucking deal. You just go to the next one. So,
well, and let me throw this out there too. So I hear people, and there are some gig tubers that say this, and they'll say, "Well, you don't understand my market. It's slow, and in my market, I have to have platinum." Okay, fair enough. But maybe in your market, gig work isn't the thing you should do. And the gig workers, remember this: if you're just a normie who doesn't have a YouTube channel, the gig workers need content, so they're going to take some of these crappy offers to get content. And so they're telling you, hey, keep busy, do this, but they're doing that because they don't want to have a video of them just declining things, right? So they're making money on YouTube.
Yeah.
You're not. So you have
Yeah.
to make all your money in the gig world. So you can just wait. And if you can't make that kind of money, understand something. If you're grossing $18 an hour and you're doing offers that are $10 for 11 miles, okay, out and 11 miles back, that's 22 miles. You're losing money. You're not making money. And you're going to
Yeah.
realize that when your transmission goes or when, whatever happens to your car happens, because
Yeah.
it will.
I agree. So,
All right. Over and out.
Boston
Great job,
Drive.
Sergio.
Well, thank you, man. I appreciate it. So that's at Boston Drives. He's on X. Check out the spaces on Mondays at 4 p.m. coast to coast, and they do a really good job. A bunch of veteran drivers get together, and all they do is this kind of advice, and I would highly recommend it. All right, Matt, we'll be chatting this week, as you know. So
Sounds good, man. Take care, guys. Drive safe.
Yeah, you too. All right, so I'm gonna catch up with the things, with the comments. I'll probably go to 4:30. If anybody else wants to come on, here's the link. I do like this kind of format, actually. So for all of you who are joining now or you're going to watch this later, Chris is on vacation. I'm doing an Ask Me Anything kind of a show. Okay, we'll be back to regular scheduled programming next week. But I need your help, by the way, drivers. I need you to 6, 7 drivers. I need you to send me send me an email, sergio@rideshareguy.com. I will talk to you about it. I cannot email you back and forth about it. All right, a few more comments. So somehow the scammers managed to erase that fake ride. Okay, then you didn't get scammed. Thank God. Can I get my Uber account back? No, I don't know. I have no idea. Is there a way not to get cancel hit when rider cancel reservation, i.e. medical? Is there a way not to get cancel hit? You have to get in touch with the company that's doing the reservation, have them cancel it, but it's really, really difficult, unfortunately. Yeah, it's tough. Good evening. Well, thank you. We were talking about this last week. Okay, I take your word. Yeah, it's very difficult. Very, very difficult. Acquisition of the rider is very costly. So access trip during the ride, that's really good. And okay, then that's why you need to have 4 or 5 apps. I'm telling you guys, you just don't listen. I'm telling you, you guys don't listen. At some point, you're not going to look. This is counter to what a lot of drivers say. At some point, you're not going to pay attention to what the rider paid, man. The rider paid what they paid. They agreed to that. You have to understand what's good for you. If that's $6 is for 5 minutes and it's good for you, I personally stopped caring for what the rider paid. You know, I used to get really upset looking at Uber charge 100, I got 50. Was that 50 for an hour? Was it good for me? Honestly, I don't care if Uber charge 150. That's all I care. Yep, strategy works, but then unfortunately, most drivers don't put anything into it, and they expect to get a lot out of it. I'm sorry. That's the reality. I don't want to be harsh, but that's the reality. In everything in life, from a brain surgeon to an Uber driver, what you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. You're just going to willy-nilly drive, and you're not going to get anywhere. There's a lot of comments. I don't think I want to get through it. The bundle trips from the airport. Yeah, we talked about that. Yep, that's what they're doing. Yeah, those bundle trips are not favorable or friendly. Don't do it. Don't do it. Sure. You know what? The funny thing is I haven't spoken to Harry for so long. I don't even know what the fuck is going on. How to send you screenshots. You just take a screenshot, attach it to your email, and send it to Sergio at rideshareguy.com. That's easy. Question: can drivers claim all mileage from rent to return? No, rentals you cannot claim mileage. Only you can on rentals you cannot claim mileage. You can only claim your rental cost. If you're renting for Uber or Lyft, you cannot claim mileage. You cannot. There's no mileage. You can only claim your cost, which is $400 or $500 a week or whatever. That's why rentals are not great. I don't think Uber is hiding the surge is a glitch. I think Uber is gradually trying to wean drivers off, expecting to see it. Maybe. Yeah, you know, they play those games. I mean, you know. Highest paid people at Uber are behavioral scientists. Welcome. John O'Leary, welcome. Okay. LOL, Steve. Steve is out doing a delivery. My God, I'm so far behind. I don't think I'm going to catch up. I can't do Uber without surge, not worth it. Yep, I agree. Do you know any details about Empower? They're operating in New York City illegally. That's about it. I heard they're in Orlando, but what I was reading sounds like, yep. In New York City, every driver has their own commercial insurance. That's why they can operate there. But they do not have a TNC license, which is illegal. I would not do, look, I'm trying to get the CEO on here, but I would, if you don't have commercial insurance, I wouldn't do Empower, because in any accident, you are screwed royally. Hello, Spokane, Washington. You guys are swimming in cash. Instead of finding Uber said my account was compromised, scammers, even though I did not share any. Yeah, well, that may not even have been Uber. I mean, you stop digging. Just hopefully you didn't get scammed. Hopefully they didn't clean your account. If you receive a call from Uber, it's not Uber. Uber will never call you. Could the fact, because I'm averaging between 30 and 40 something an hour, why they're doing this? You mean throttling you? Maybe. I have 6 apps, my man. Uber is not one and all be all. Can you get your Uber account back? No, sir, I can't help you, honestly. I wish I could, but I can't. Lyft in LA, not paying, more comfort here in LA. I have a lot of screenshots last week. First request was comfort and surge was. Okay. Well, again, is that trip good for you? If it's not good for you, decline and recline. You guys need to look out for yourselves. You guys are concerned with too many things. Oh, Lyft and Uber charge this much, pay me this much. Oh, look at this take rate. Oh, look at this commercial insurance. Ultimately, they're sending you an upfront fare. Do you like it? Is it good for you? Is it profitable for you? That's what you guys have to start the process. And then you want to get upset because not much is going to change. You guys can look at, oh, look what the passenger paid. Oh, look what happened. Passenger agreed to that price. You agreed to that price. If that price is good for you, do it. Do the trip. You guys are too concerned about other stuff. Be concerned about your bottom line. That, if you send me that email, maybe I'll forward it to Josh, because he's going to send me that video. Is it that you need to be gold or higher As far as ASU, yeah, you need to be gold or higher, and you can get ASU. So wait, Josh is going to do a how-to video and send it, and we're going to post it. And if you're interested, stay tuned. Can I have an AI agent to do all the coursework? What coursework? Oh, no, ASU. Bro, stop the shortcuts. It may be worth it. You're getting a free degree. Hello? I understand. I mean, you can't have the cake and eat it too, I guess. Somewhere suburban colony scammers were active. Yep, don't. Just don't chase it. Why are you chasing it? You didn't get scammed. They didn't clean your account. Be on the lookout. You know how it works. Don't push it. How does Lyft take more than 30% of your earnings when it's... Well, that's exactly how. They take more than 30% and they send it back to you after a month. Yes, they do. It's not illegal. If you could do it, you do it yourself. A lot. And Uber is 3 times the size of Lyft. Figure that one out. Uber does that too. Uber does that in California and a lot of different states. Massachusetts, Minnesota, New York. They do it. They can do it. That's why most people don't know. Most people don't know about these things. Yeah, it definitely does have potential. And it's good exercise. Hey, Tri-City, Michigan. Yes, it is. It's fuzzy math. What they do is not illegal. It's unethical, at best shady, despicable. All the names I can come up with without cussing. Please, sir, my account was closed. 2023, bro. My God. I am not Uber, sir. Honestly, I think you're at the wrong place. 2023 is 2026. I have no idea. I don't want to block you, but you have. I think you have the impression that I'm Uber or Lyft. I'm not. Yeah, they do. They do. Has anybody been able to get the activation from account sharing? I lost the appeal. My account was hacked. I'm in Canada. Has anybody been able to get their account back after deactivation from account? Why did you share your account? Sharing account is illegal. Oh, it was hacked, and then well, do you have a I don't know. Do you have like a green light hub or something? Uber hub or Lyft hub? That could be taken care of. I mean, if you didn't share it willingly yourself and it was hacked and somebody stole your ID and created an account, I run into a lot of those questions and they're fixable. As long as you have, you're persistent, go to Uber support, talk to a supervisor, don't talk to chatbots. It is possible. As long as you did not willingly share it. How do you connect with me? Sergio at therideshareguy.com. Sergio at therideshareguy.com. Hit the like button. Yes, please do. It's free. I emailed you my info, Sergio. I'll participate. Sounds good to me. You will be hearing from me. Thank you. ASU tuition reimbursement is a platinum level. Stop spreading misinformation. That's not what I think it is. It's not misinformation. I'm not spreading anything. Josh was still at the gold level as far as I know. If they moved it to platinum level, send me an email, Sergio at therideshareguy.com. Then Josh is not aware of the situation himself. I'm just going with what he said. I thought it was still at the gold level, but send me an email that you received from Uber saying that gold is not sufficient. It's platinum now, and then we'll put the news out. It wouldn't surprise me. Uber does this kind of shit all the time. Okay. I've been doing since May. What's new? What's I don't know, man. Not much is new. Not much is new. We can eliminate surges in that. If the demand is there, surge is going to show up because they need to put butts in the car. So, yeah, that's all I can say. Okay, you forgot. ASU moved the requirement from gold to platinum. Okay, that changes things, Josh. That changes things, Josh. And now that's going to eliminate a lot more people now. Because platinum is not easy to not only attain and maintain. It's tough. So stand corrected. ASU thing is for platinum drivers only. Still worth it, I would say. If you have, like, if you want to send your kid to college or something like that, or you want to get a degree yourself. Yeah, surge is dead in LA for sure. I haven't seen it either. Okay, I agree. I definitely agree. So we stand corrected. It's platinum for ASU online. Uber's okay, just don't drive 7. Yeah, you got to drive. Well, no, you can drive 7 to 9 a.m. actually. You should be driving from like 4:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. probably, depending on where you are. I do a lot of airport trips and things like that. You know, maybe if you're in Long Beach, you could grab a trip to LAX, stay in the city, you know, do some stuff. Okay. Get me in this. I need to have a good debate with you guys. Okay. I posted the link, sir. You have 9 minutes because I'm going to get off it. Debate about what? I'm always up for a good debate, so come on over. Well, there you go. That's how you get in it. I posted the link right there. Grab the link and come on. Make sure you're in a quiet place. Uber has contradicted itself with the cancellation policy because the restaurant is closed for the order is picked up by another Uber's carrier. It's not supposed to count against you. That's true, but it does. And they don't pay you for that cancellation, by the way. I've run into that problem a couple times myself. It's just shit. My God, more comments. How many comments did you guys put up here? Bro, I posted a link. Stop spamming. I'm a private driver who's seeing Uber drivers offering 30, 40K brand new cars thinking, nope, it's the worst thing you can do. Worst thing you can do. Okay, that's correct. Yeah, 34, 48 per average over 2 weeks. That's correct. It's not 38 to 42, like that driver said. Yeah, the link right there. Yeah, price of gasoline should go down. Oil tanked over the last 2 days. Supposedly we'll have number 30 peace deal with a taco trade coming up. Yeah, I don't know. I believe it when I see it. I believe it when I see it. Okay, one more comment, and then Momo is here. Hold on, we're gonna have a debate. Hi, Sergio and Team Studio. Would you advise me on purchase? No. 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 How many times can I say no? No. No new car. You heard of depreciation? You will get killed. Do not buy a new car to do Uber and Lyft. We are not in we're not in 2015. Don't do it. Go buy a nice, used, clean car that you can do comfort with. Look at your list of cars that you can do comfort with in your area, 4 or 5 years old. Do that. Do not buy a new car to do Uber and Lyft. I think that Uber and Lyft should have the option to trade in some rewards. I like that, but I've offered that they give you guys some stock. I haven't heard back, but I'm going to keep at it. All right, one more comment, and then we're going to have a debate with this gentleman that just showed up. I don't know what the debate is about, but I'm ready for it. Can you talk to Lyft about how they shorten? Really? Lyft is 15 seconds, bro. I don't think they've shortened it, but I'll check it out. All right. Oh, Jeff is here. Jeff, look at Jeff. Skinny Jeff is here. What's happening, Jeff?
What's up, my friend? Long time no see.
I know. I'm also flying solo and like the hoodie. Nice color, by the way.
Yeah, somebody I know bought it for me. The problem is it's 3 sizes too big now. How about sending me another one?
Now that you shrank half your size.
Yeah, I'm down to 239 pounds.
What's going on?
354. So, anyway, I
How'd
just
you,
called to
how'd you
say
do
hi.
that? You just don't eat?
About 7 or 8 months ago, my blood pressure spiked really high. And, you know, with my heart issues, I went
Yeah.
over to the ER and they
Yeah.
made me cut out all salt. So I check
Oh.
every box of everything I buy. I eat a lot more fresh food. Plus, I'm getting older, your appetite goes down. And I am doing
Yeah.
Spark like a madman, and I only take the shopping orders, and I run around the store like I'm on a treadmill. So I'm
That's
making
awesome.
money while I'm exercising.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Jeff does really well in Florida. Obviously, he knows the market, and he does great videos for us, by the way. So check it out. And he's one of the smartest drivers I know, and he makes it happen. And if you guys
You know,
are interested, I
I
can
just
put you in
don't
touch
make
with Jeff.
excuses.
Yeah,
I,
sorry.
you know, these companies, we all know what they are. For the Lyft drivers out there, you know, they changed their rewards program as of August 1st. So now it's 33% harder to become elite because if you had your acceptance rate over 90%, you got 3 points per dollar of earnings towards a 4,700 point a month goal. And that went down to 2 points a month. But I don't drive Lyft a lot anymore.
Yeah.
It's mostly non-emergency medical transport, which I enjoy because I help people, and they're all round trip. It's a flat dollar a mile, and where I'm staying up in Daytona, I've driven people to West Palm Beach. That's a $400 fare. It's 200 miles each way. Maybe you wait an hour or so while they're in the doctor. And when I do that, I turn on Lyft and I set it to a 5-mile radius, or I'll turn on Spark in that area because you can work anywhere in the country with Spark at any time. But it's a little demoralizing. I mean, look, I know Chris hates when I say this, but to me, they're criminal entities, and that's just my opinion. And until someone goes to jail, it's not going to change.
Yeah. Well, I expect you to be one of the drivers that's going to help me with my project. So, and I have your number already. So you're one of the chosen ones. I'm pretty sure.
I'm always here for you.
Yeah. Well, you know, I sent you the screenshot. So.
Look, nothing. You know, I always tell you this when we talk privately. At 60, almost 62 years old, nothing surprises me in life anymore, but a hell of a lot of things disappoint me. I mean, that's the best way I can say it, because just when you think they can't get any worse, they do. Yeah. But you just got to stay ahead of them, and to me, it's worth the investment. You know.
Yeah.
I drive my Lincoln MKZ that I can do black in, and I'll do reserve rides to the airport on regular Lyft because the goal is to convert them. And, you know, that's just marketing. They pay me to market, but it's always good to see you. One of these years, I got to get out to Herbivore. It happens at a bad time. It's the anniversary of my brother's death, and I'm always in New York.
Yeah, well, maybe next year.
Dates spread out, but I just want to thank you and thank Chris again. I like the platform you give me. I know he shoots down a lot of the things I send in because I understand you have a brand to protect. But one of these days,
it's not just it's not just the brand, Jeff. I couldn't give a lesser shit about the brand. I agree with you, but then YouTube is as bad as Uber or Lyft. I can assure you that.
Yeah, you're probably right. I don't know much about it. For those of you who have seen my videos, they're pretty crude. You know, my son's always good. Like, you know, I can give you a camera. I'm like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
I'm just having fun in my retirement. I'm trying to help people.
Yeah. No, those are the best videos, actually. They're like, most people don't want to watch anything. They want to listen to it anyway. But, well, thank you, man. We appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by. You be safe, please.
Always. Yeah, I'm headed down to Fort Lauderdale in 2 days. My wife's been down at our home down there for the summer taking care of my grandson. So my vacation's over. It's been 10 weeks
Okay.
of unbelievable bliss. Now I have to go
All right.
pick up my wife.
Cool. All right. You be safe. Stay healthy.
Go have your Taco Tuesdays. I'll talk to you soon.
He knows me well.
All right.
Bye now. All right. A few more comments, and then I'm going to shut it down. Because you guys are busy commenting, man. You guys like this kind of format? Should we do this once a month, maybe? Anyone in North Carolina will remain the weekends. They used to offer quests. Yeah, there's no quests. There's too many drivers, so there's not going to be quests. How can I become a multimillionaire? Learn how to invest. Learn how to trade stocks. Learn how to, learn something else. So Uber and Lyft ain't going to get there. But what you can do is you can learn how to do something else. The goal should not be multimillionaire. It will get you there if you're doing the right thing. So, as you know, there's no free meals on this planet. MJ Smith, as usual, with his glass half full, start out as a billionaire. Yeah. Well, for deactivations, the best protection is a dash cam. If you don't have a dash cam, maybe if the school's open, when school's open, maybe Quest will come back. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. Oh, Buddha is here. Let's see what Buddha's up to. Buddha. Man, tell Sergio about. I told you about the guy hacking the Instacart app with the clicker. Okay, he's always looking for the shortcut. Did Uber change 14-day hold on tips? There's a hold on tips. I didn't know that. Oh, for delivery. I don't think there was a hold on tips. You mean tip baiting? Taking the tips back? There's no hold on tips. You get the tip. It is the way to go. It's the only way to go, John. John Huntrup. 5, 6, 7 apps. Fire them all up. Use 2 phones. One connected to the hotspot of your main line. And go at it. Go to town. Decline, accept. Decline, accept. That's right. Yeah. Most markets, delivery and shopping is good. Most markets. Definitely better than rideshare certain hours, without a question. Decline and decline. That's right. Decline and recline. It's not decline and decline. Decline and recline. So you decline and then you go, oh, that felt good. And your acceptance is getting low enough to lose your tier, Uber sends you reminders. Yeah, screw Uber. Yeah, status means nothing. Nothing. You don't get paid more. And that 5% is not 5%. Decline. Forget the $6 ride. Decline that ride that's not profitable to you. It could be a $60 ride, but it could be going 120 miles each way. What are you going to do? Because it's more than 6, you're going to accept it? That is the wrong way to look at it, Angela. You can't look at a trip's value. You have to analyze it real quick in those 10 seconds. $6 ride means, okay, what if it's $6 ride for a mile? I'll do $6 rides for a mile all day long, right? But if it's a $6 ride for 10 miles, I'm not going to do it. There's $6 rides and there's $6 rides. Not all $6 rides are the same. Yeah, absolutely. This is a correct comment. New apps to get you hooked in always will pay more until that's when they lose all the money. And then until they figure out they can't do that anymore to gain market share. Okay, thank you. They have a link where to go and create a rideshare? An app, you mean? Is that what you mean? I don't know. GigU. Okay, cool. I think we have an event coming up with GigU. That's true. Listen to Matt. Matt knows this shit. Okay. That's a good point right there Matt makes. No tax on tips. I mean, delivery is working for tips to start with, so right, delivery is working for tips. It's tough, but there are good offers in there. You can claim your gas either on a rental, not that I rent, but that was about mileage, not about gas. You cannot take the IRS standard mileage deduction if you're renting for Uber and Lyft through Hertz or Avis. I don't know what that means. Price of gasoline? I don't know. Boston, positively. Absolutely. 100%. What are the app is legal in New York? I've been on the waitlist. Okay, well, maybe they don't need any more drivers. What are the app is legal in New York? What other app? Uber. That's about it. There's a new app called Tada, I think. Or, no, what is it called? We talked about it last week, watched last week's show. 100%. See, I agree with that. Is the trip good for you? Are you profitable for that pay? If you are, who gives a shit if the rider paid $300 and you made 20, but it was only for 10 minutes? I'm going to start next week, South Denver, Colorado, electric car Tesla. Why? Could you please tell me anything helpful about my area? Anything? Don't accept every trip. Okay. If you do have make sure you're on both apps, Uber and Lyft. I'm sure you're going to be able to do comfort. Okay. And be very picky with the trips you accept. Most importantly, it's not the trip you're on. It's the next trip you're accepting. Where is it going to take you? Play chess instead of checkers. A lot of new drivers play checkers. Accept. Don't do that, right? Know the rhythm of your city if you know your city, right? These are just the simple things, work when and where there is demand. Like, don't start working at like 11 a.m. on a Tuesday. There's not going to be any activity. Do a split shift, morning shift, afternoon shift, in the middle, maybe do some deliveries. And I don't know if they have the electric bonus in Denver. If they do, make sure you get that as well. But do not accept every trip. That's going to be the number one advice I can give you. Okay? Yeah. A few more and then I gotta go. Is master level? I think it is. Not MBA. I don't think MBA is available, but Josh would know that. I don't think MBA is available. Okay. Have you seen an Uber financial report that will break out the amount they pay drivers? Yes, tomorrow morning I'm going to be looking at it. Earnings call tomorrow morning with Dara. Coffee with Dara tomorrow morning, 5 a.m. Okay. Sergio, have you noticed that they're hiding the boost offers? I'm hearing a lot of this stuff now. Boost offers, surge offers. They're hiding this, hiding that. It's not surprising. It's not surprising. My God, you guys have been full of comments. Okay, I gotta. 9 minutes plenty of time for. I'm trying to get to apple juice. If you guys let me go. Tables are turning against drivers. Unfortunately, they're asking for a private driver, but still providing yellow cab service. Cabs will be cheaper. Cabs are cheaper. Uber would never try to dictate a schedule. If they did, they would establish what's known as an employee relationship. They did it in New York. Yeah, well, most people want to stay self-employed anyway. I trade XAU USD. Any tips? No, tips are at the horse races, my man. But you can join Discord and learn about trading. We don't do tips. Who's giving me long ride first? Okay, decline. No, okay, decline. Forget about it. Just decline. Just decline. Why are you guys stuck on all this stuff, negative stuff? Decline. Decline. Decline, recline. You guys are so stuck on all this stuff that you have no control over. Like Jeff was on, right? There's something he taught me, and I'm going to finish with that. You have two circles, circle of influence, circle of control. You have no control. Why you guys get all upset? Oh, Uber, F Uber, do this, do that. If you guys were Uber, you guys would probably do worse. I mean, right? You have no control. Okay, Uber can offer the next trip at 38 cents a mile to you. What are you going to do? Get more upset? No. Have multi-apps. Go make some money. Anyway. All right, I'm going to jump to the end. Let's see. My God, you guys put a lot of comments today. Okay, this is the last few. This is the last. Oh, there's more. You guys don't put this much comment when we're doing it with Chris. Why has Uber made it impossible to get an 85%? Why? Oh, they send you a trip radar nonstop. You can't get the 100%. I've interviewed drivers with 100%. 100%. It covers with vegetables. If you get permission from ASU to take graduate classes, it will cover that too. There you go. There's your answer. There is your answer. One more. Oh, I have a call with USC. I'm doing a presentation for the MBA class at USC, finance class. And that starts at 6, and I need to get my shit together before I get rid of you guys. After I get rid of you guys. Okay, I'll go to 5. Fuck it. Yeah, I'm going to talk to a bunch of MBA students. There's a bunch of idiots who are going to replace with fucking by AI. And they're going to go like, how do we make money? I go, I don't know. Go become a plumber? I mean, they're paying $2,500 a unit at USC for graduate school. And I know the professor, and the professor said, can you just talk to these people? I go, what am I talking about? He goes, I talk about trading, talk about finance, you can talk about autonomy, autonomous vehicles, AI. I'm like, okay, fine. So I'm a USC graduate, so I go like, okay, I'll do it. On the house, professor, on the house. Good job keeping up with everything, Sergio. Thank you, man. I think you might want to consider this format. If you guys like it, I'll do it. I don't care. 1X just show me the month. No, this will be like AMA and ask me anything sessions. One extra a month, and I'll call Harry and say, Harry, you have to pay me $500 for this one. All right, cool. Yeah, maybe we can do 1 extra a month. We'll do the 4 SMTMCs and 1 ask me anything. Most drivers like it. Sergio, wow, don't spread that word, sir. Don't spread that word. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Okay, this is a good point. I took 11 exclusive rides and my score stayed because of what's getting kicked out. Okay, it's 100 in, first out, 100, right? If those 11 are replacing 11 that you had already taken, that's why your acceptance rate is not going up. You understand how that works? Your acceptance rate is from the last 100. I'm pretty sure it's the last 100. So first in, first out, they're all getting dropped off. If you had done those 11, replaced 11 trips you had done already, that's why your acceptance rate stayed the same. Now you keep accepting, and if there were some declines in between, and those accepted new trips are replacing the declined ones, then your acceptance rate will go up. That's how it works. Just because you took 11 in a row doesn't mean anything. Damn, that's sad. Lyft is canceling EV bonus? Really? Scumbags. My base is going to $2 a mile. How's your base going to $2 a mile if they're canceling the EV bonus? I don't know. Yes, exactly. I just said that. I appreciate it. You could do AMA format more often, but chat screener would probably help a lot. Yeah, have an AI bot. I'll just have an avatar of me do these AMA shows, right? It's just avatar, and then it just kind of looks like me, definitely sounds like me. It reads the comments a lot faster and then responds. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Maybe you guys like it this way. The drivers know they can go to their own driver portal and request all their data. Yes, we've gotten our data and we've done some great damage with that. I mean, what you do with the data is the key, though. Like, what are you going to do with all that data? Are you a data scientist? 1 more hour. No, not a goddamn chance. No. As a part-timer, I appreciate your inside ideas. Take advantage of opportunities you get. Time is short. Time is short. Play hard. Don't worry about Uber. Don't worry about Lyft. Don't worry about DoorDash. They're going to do what they're going to do. They're evil companies with evil algorithms. Look, we're all here on this planet for a certain period of time. You can make your life hell. You can make your life better. Use these apps for a stepping stone to something better. You all are better than rideshare. Don't be stuck in this hamster wheel, okay? Plan B, plan C, doesn't matter how old you are. Learn something, improve yourself, learn how to invest, learn how to be part of great companies in the US. And I'm not talking gamble, trade, do this, do that. You guys need to understand this stuff. Why do rich get richer? Why does the top 10% own 90% of the assets in this country? Because they invest long term. While you're struggling, making the same amount of money you did last year, while your dollars have lost 6 or 7% of their value, right? Government's full of shit. Government gaslights you, says, oh, inflation is only 2%. My ass is 2%. It's more like 6 or 7%. So your dollars are losing 6 or 7% of your value. You're making the same amount of money. Everything you're buying is going higher. How are you going to make that difference? How are you going to close that gap? Invest. Be part of something bigger than effing Uber, effing Lyft. F Uber. I shouldn't say that. Hi, Uber. Okay, a few more. That's trash. Decline or recline. 49 miles, $22. Come on, bro. What are you talking? What are we doing here? Oh, fantastic. Great. If you can't get $2 a mile, you're swimming in cash. Where the hell is that? $2 a mile. I haven't seen a $2 a mile trip in the last 6 years. Yes, they do. They track everything. Uber has more information about you than your mother has about you. That goes for the rider as well. They know everything, my man. Uber is an information gathering machine. You don't F around with Uber. Is Uber and Lyft going to be running any gas savings? Nope. Unfortunately not. They stopped on May 26th. A-holes. Because next time Trump says, oh, we're coming this weekend, we're going to bomb the Iran flat, and oil goes to 120 and gas goes back to 6, no help to the driver. Yeah, this time they messed up on that one. How to become part of my streams? I post the link. You're too late. Next time I post a link. I post a link and you grab the link and come on. Where are your thoughts on Empower? I already gave my thoughts on Empower. How many full-time drivers invest in a retirement plan, health insurance? None of them do, which is the freaking problem. That's why I created my finance website. Go goddamn learn, start investing. How does a driver get away with exploiting young college kids on 2 social media platforms? Huh? The kids are so shook cause they are in drunken state and post them. I have no idea what you're talking about, bro. I have no idea what you're talking about. I've been using my Tata with my Tesla for several months, and Android Auto does not work with Tesla. Okay. Not sure what you're talking about. You tried? Well, you're not here. It worked on 6 other people that showed up. I don't know. Don't fall for cloud bonuses on the apps radar by doing this. Okay. Again, all the stuff you guys are concerned about, I wouldn't be paying attention. Buddy, how did other people show up? I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. How did other people show up? Here's the link. See, maybe you're not grabbing the right link. Right there. See, right there. Grab that whole link, all of it. You can't just click on it. Grab the link, put it in your browser, and you should be able to come on. You have 2 minutes. Otherwise, I'm out of here. What percentage do you set aside for maintenance? Good question. Depending on the age of your car. The older the car, the more you need to set aside. Okay. I would say 10% if your car is more than 5 years old. Okay. I got a ride the other day. I was a reservation one-way pickup. Picked them up. I noticed I had preference. They wanted a quiet ride, and they had bags. First time seeing this. What? I got a ride the other day. It was okay. I need a screenshot of that one. They do that with comfort trips, right? You have the note saying this rider wants quiet ride. This rider wants a foot massage. Anyway, but the bags is not something new. Like if they have a lot of bags, I think they are able to put the amount of bags they have in there, because if it's like a tiny little Prius and then they have 5 bags, 5 suitcases, it's not going to fit. So the driver can figure that out. But maybe they're adding preferences to reservations now. I don't know. I mean, I don't know everything. I know enough. All right. Oh, I don't know. No, they did add some for bags. I think maybe like a couple of months ago. We talked about it, actually. Somebody sent me a screenshot that this rider has 5 bags, meaning like 5 suitcases or something. So the driver knows that it's not going to fit. I can figure that shit out on his way there. The hidden surge. Yeah, there's definitely hidden surge. There's been hidden surge since the day I started in 2014. Okay, so there will be a trip. Let's say Santa Monica to downtown pays $28. $25. 15-mile ride. Okay. Sometimes that trip will show up at like $52. I'll be like, of course I won't take it. And it showed up with no surge. So there is hidden surge. You guys need to pay attention to the ping screen. Better yet, if you have GigU or Mistro or something, set your filters so it grabs that trip for you. It definitely, 100%, there are hidden surge trips. Because you know what that trip cost should be or what it should pay you, and then it pays you like 50% more. You know there's a hidden surge. That also means that on the back end, Uber algo charged or ripped the rider a new one of those, and then the algo is sharing it with you. Actually, that's what that means. I'll send your email with a contact 11 years Atlanta. Sounds good, sir. No, I didn't miss it. Hidden surge. I get it. I get it. Like some people call me Sergio, Surgio, as opposed to Sergio. I get it. I got it. Well, that's their problem. You must be dealing with rocket scientists. Okay, are you advertising that shit now? Bro, I get all kinds. I don't know. Okay, last one. I'm out of here. Why can't you Uber add a total request for how many in their party so the driver will be better? Well, there's a simple answer for that. UberX, Uber Comfort, is 4 people, because 4. If you're more than 4, that's more stuff. So if you're doing UberX, you should be able to take 4 people. And it's up to the rider, right, to they're trying to eliminate all the steps in between. Like if you kind of going to put how many people you are, how many people piece of luggage you have, and this and that and that, and it's like, it's not going to work. It's going to slow the process, and the rider is probably going to go to Lyft. So if you're doing Uber X, if you're ordering Uber X, you should know it's 4 people max. And then they'll try to get you. They'll try to squeeze 5th one in you, which you shouldn't be doing. A lot of hidden surge in Atlanta, of course. Why not? Why not? Nope, do not drive. Do not drive to the destination. You have no insurance coverage on that trip. May have either you learn how to do it, take their phone from them and edit and put the new destination in, or have them do it. You have no insurance if you drive to the destination by putting it in your Google Maps. You have no coverage. You get, God forbid, you get in a crash. You are screwed, sir. Uber does not cover that trip. They need to edit that trip, put the new destination in. Otherwise, you are screwed. Yeah, well, riders are not stupid. Absolutely. Because I personally got cut off. Okay, I wouldn't want anybody in the front seat. I don't think I've had anybody in my front seat for years. Most trips are 1 or 2 people anyway. Yes, please do not drive to the address. Yep, 100% sure. Listen, if you're not listening to me, listen to these veterans. Generic, my man, generic. If you drive especially a lot. What? Generic for sure. Later arrival to AMA. Okay, cool. Have you discussed Lyft's new point system? Yes. Yes, they took the 3X, now they're 2X. Yep. Unfortunately, they it's like limbo, right? They just move the bar all the time. Chasing carrots. They have the carrot in front of you, and then you're just kind of chasing it, and then they go, oh, it's 2X now. Yeah, unfortunately, that's correct. Always confirm address before. Absolutely. Good advice. I always do. I say, hey, hello, how are you? And then I look at the address, and I'll say, oh, this is where we're going, right? And they go, yeah. Oh, no, that's not where I'm going. Okay, then you need to change the address. Always confirm the address. PIN verification. I like PIN verification. I will only watch your financial show if you're making money, sir. Sir, why don't you go to my YouTube channel, okay? And I post my $1,000 Robinhood account challenge. I have 3 accounts. I have a long-term investment account. I have a very big size actual trading account at Schwab. And 2 years ago today, I opened a Robinhood account with $1,000, okay? And I post the equity screenshot every single day on the community page of my YouTube channel, sergioavadian.com. Go check it out. If I'm making money, sir. I'm from Wall Street, sir. I will eat your lunch and breakfast before your and dinner before your breakfast. So it's all good. Well, check it out. Let's see if I'm making money or not. You think general drivers paying for it? Nope, I don't think so. We have Prop 22 in California. So, okay, last one. Uber should change their name to. See what I mean? You guys are too negative. If you were Uber, you think you would do something different? You would pay your drivers really, really well? You think so? You think so? If you were Dara Khosrowshahi, what would you do? Oh, let's have the company lose money. We're going to pay our drivers through the nose. We're going to pay them $60 an hour. Is that how corporate America works? You probably would be worse than Dara Khosrowshahi if you were the CEO of Uber. Okay, they have to do what they have to do. The key for you is, without complaining, find a way that works for you. Do what Matt does in Boston. Do what all these wonderful drivers do. They have figured it out. They invested their time. They invested their brain power, and they're making as much money as they were 5, 6, 7 years ago. But they adapt. They zig. Every time the company zags, they zig. You got to go with you got to figure it out. You got to adapt, or you're going to be a dinosaur. Yeah. Potentially, that's a problem. All right, I want to cut this off. It's 2 hours. I think this was a success. If you guys like this one, well, thank you for showing up. If you guys like this one, maybe I can negotiate with Harry and say people liked it. They want to do Ask Me Anything. We should do like an Finance Ask Me Anything. Maybe we'll do like a little tutorial. So with that said, let me just put a plug in. www. Oopsie. Please visit my website, www.sergio. That's my website. Please go check it out. You will enjoy it. Even if you don't like reading, you can listen to the articles. There's close to 70 articles on the blog. It'll teach you about nuances of investing, long-term, short-term, whatever. Go just listen. It's free. It's a free newsletter. Go sign up. And we got to start, folks. We got to start. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. Matt knows. Matt, do you think I make money with my little Robinhood account? Definitely try every time I thought. I figured the switch since yeah. You're welcome. Yes. Follow me. Follow me. Following me is good. I think I know what I'm talking about in many things, but I think I know finance probably 5x more than rideshare. And you guys need to start learning. You guys need to invest. And Matt does it. He does one extra trip a day and then puts the money in somewhere. Okay? Please do it. Do one extra tip, $5, $10, $20. Don't touch that money. Go open a Robinhood account, put it in there, dollar cost average into an index fund. If you don't understand what that means, go to my website. It's all there. It's free. It's free. You don't have to pay for anything. Subscribe to the newsletter. You get a newsletter every Monday in your mailbox. Start learning. Start educating. Screw Uber, screw Lyft. Do they have their place? Yes. Is it transitory? Yes. What if you get deactivated? And then what are you going to do? You're going to email me saying, Serge, I got deactivated. All I'm saying is there is an after Uber. There should be. Uber is not end-all, be-all. Lyft is not end-all, be-all. DoorDash is not. These are all there for you to create some cash flow. What you do with the cash flow is important. You save to your retirement. You do all these different things. But you got to know. You got to learn. And if you're not willing to learn, 10 years from now, you'll still be driving for Uber if autonomous vehicles did not replace you. And then you'll still be complaining. Then what are you going to do? Then you're not ready for anything. So I'm trying to make shit easy for you guys. I tried to kill it. I try. Decades as an advisor. Cool. Let him cook. Okay. You're welcome. I'm out of here. There you go. We finished with that. MJ, I met MJ Smith Group in Tampa. Do not do that. Do not do that. Okay? All right, cool. Much love. Stay safe. Go make some money. I'm going to get ready for my presentation to a bunch of overpaid USC students. I was like, okay. Well, they're going to hear an earful. Bye, folks. We'll see you next week with Chris. Email me your phone number if you're interested in this little project I have. This has to be done hopefully this week. I will call you each individually and I'll explain to you what this is about. And if you agree to do it, it'll be great. Otherwise, have a great week and be safe out there. And I agree. 100%. Bye-bye.